Hello everyone and welcome to the Fight for the Presidency, the 2012 edition. Unlike many Americans, I'm a little upset that there is no general election this year. Not because I think there should be one, no! I just enjoy watching them as a blood sport. And like all the fight fans of the universe, I always want the next fight to be better than the last fight. The difference is, I have absolutely no idea who's going to be representing the Republican side of this general election. So, let's meet the candidates running for that position. According to the recent polls, here they are in order from top to bottom. There's Newt Gingrich, the Mormon Mitt Romney, the old guy Ron Paul, we have Texas Governor Rick Perry, we have loser woman Michelle Bachmann, we have high school photo of Rick Santorum. I couldn't really find one for the debate, sorry. And then we have debate at me, bro, John Huntsman. And yes, this is from Failblog. And by the way...
Pound It Kitchen.
Whatever. So, President Obama is going to be the target of all their criticism. With all their bullets being hurled at him, he's going to try to do the Matrix. Slow motion. Unfortunately, that isn't really going to work in a presidential election. So, before this becomes a giant race for the White House with two parties scrumming it out, let's roll the tails of the tapes, and let's see what these candidates actually are. Newt Gingrich is a very stereotypical American. He doesn't stand for anybody who doesn't stand with him. I don't like the guy. Besides, he adopted many of the political practices that are today common in Washington. Now,
that's why we can't get anything done.
Exactly. Now, we also have Mitt Romney's website, which according to his website, he has only 3 opinions on 3 topics. Jobs, healthcare, and foreign policy. That's it. So if you're looking for a presidential candidate who is against gay rights, apparently this guy doesn't have an opinion on it. Against abortion rights, doesn't have an opinion on it. Someone who can reduce the deficit, doesn't have an opinion on it. Someone who can reduce the national debt, doesn't have an opinion on it. So, not really the best of choices. Now, Ron Paul, according to his plan to restore America by cutting spending, lowering taxes, and cutting all government waste, we will have a $13 billion with a B surplus by the time he is in his 3rd year of presidency. That's right, $13 billion with a B. Now, Rick Perry is your stereotypical Texas guy who stands for all the moral values of a good Christian, at least according to him that is. He doesn't stand for the gays, and he doesn't stand for abortion. But you know what? You should see his most recent self-promotion ad. The guy sounds like a complete idiot. Now, we have Michelle Bachmann, who is a very interesting case. She has this issue on her website where she is going on an all-out war against the EPA's regulation of offshore drilling in the Atlantic Ocean. She wants to have that oil drilled, while the EPA wants to have it preserved for wildlife. Now, this is going to stir some big-time trouble with environmentalist organizations. I, for one, am not an environmentalist, but I do support the environment and its struggles. So I'm not really going to vote for Michelle Bachmann. Now, Rick Santorum was part of that famous gang of 7 who went into Congress and tried to reform all the topics. Unfortunately, that didn't really work. And then John Huntsman has a very creative advertisement campaign on his website called the Mitt-Stint Replay. You should watch it sometime. It reveals how much of a flounder Mitt Romney really is. So, he's a terrible liar. Every single time he lies, he looks like a little 10-year-old who just got caught stealing change out of mom's purse. So, is that the end? Not really. Let me analyze these guys. As for Rick Perry, Mitt Romney, and Newt Gingrich, these American idiots don't deserve a chance to fight President Obama. Now, with these guys, they have had no time on television to be debating with the main candidates. And Michelle Bachmann's husband is an interesting case. He runs an organization that actually helps cure gay people of their gayness. Let me give you a heads up here. Homosexuality is no longer a disease according to this country. Now, Ron Paul, he's got a vision. He plans to cut spending to the bone and eventually cut all federal aid to countries that don't like us and countries that don't need it. While some might question this approach, I say Ron Paul is a visionary. He is seeing what we cannot see. He is a swimmer, swimming where we cannot swim, and a chef, cooking something we cannot taste. And we're not used to someone wanting to govern way over our heads like this, so he'll have to bear with us as we bear up for the fight of the century. And let's hope it's a good showdown. And that, my friends, is the fight for the presidency, the 2012 edition. God bless America.